Hey guys, just finished watching Daredevil, season 3, episode 4, Blindsided, and wow, what an episode! This episode was kind of interesting. I mean, it was kind of cool. Just the way things are going, we're slowly building up, especially the building up the Bullseye storyline and stuff. I think that's really going to be cool. So we start off with this episode. We see that Poindexter ends up checking Fisk's room. You know, they go through and they do a sweep of his room and stuff, and he's already kind of waiting for them on this hand up on the wall type thing and stuff. We see that Matt kind of returns from to his apartment and stuff, but nothing really goes on there. He just gets him from his clothes, and and then we see that Marcy suggests to Foggy that he should run for district attorney to try and put Fisk behind bars and stuff. I think that's really interesting to see as to where things kind of go for there. And then he realizes he doesn't have his wallet, and we see that Matt kind of took his wallet and stuff, and he goes into prison. He goes in to find out the Albanians to see really kind of what's going on. I think that was kind of cool. And that scene in prison, he's in there, and we try to see as to what's going on, and he doesn't get any information from them there. And then Foggy ends up going to tell Karen Page, and he doesn't really tell her straight up that Matt's alive, but she can see it right on his face type thing. She thought they found a body that it was confirmed he's dead, and then she figures out that he's alive, and he pretty much confirms it and stuff. So I think that's really cool there. And then when Matt's in the prison, he gets hit, and he goes to the doctor. He goes to like the doctors in the prison and type thing, and that's when they try to kill him, and he finds out that Wilson Fisk is watching him on the security cameras, and he sends everyone to pretty much kill him except for the Albanians who help him get out of the place. And I think that was really cool dealing with that scene. Looked like it went on for, I put a timer stopwatch, and I think that was like a 10-minute long one single take frame, single take scene and stuff, which was pretty cool. But they had the talk between Matt and him in between was kind of interesting, putting that in the scene and stuff. I think it's really interesting. It was a nice long scene, a nice long fight scene, but because most of it was just the guard kind of walking with the one guy pretending to be a guard walking with Matt throughout the thing, to me it's not really going to stand out as a hallway fight scene compared to season 1 or season 2, or even the season 2 one when it was just when it was Punisher versus the guards, and he had to fight all the criminals and stuff. I think that was kind of really interesting in season 2 when Punisher had his fight scene in prison when Wilson Fisk sent everyone to kill him, and he just killed like 20 guys in like a really short hallway. I think that was really cool. But this one definitely is pretty good. It was really fun seeing that. I mean, the really cool way that they do it is that the guys get back up, So at first there's only like 3 guys, but or 3 or 4 guys, but they get back up. He knocks them down. He hit one, and the guy will go down, and then he fights the rest of them. By the time he's done fighting all of them, that other guy's back up, and then it's just an endless circle like that of just the same guys. And I think that's really cool. It's something that you see on like Arrow, Flash, although obviously Flash has superpowers, so it's different for him. But for someone like Arrow who doesn't have superpowers, they never do that. He just hits them with one arrow, and then they're gone. You never see a guy rip an arrow back out and then jump back up, type thing. Or someone who gets hit and then they're down. That's it. One hit, they're good, right? So I'd like to see a bit more as to kind of things like that. I think it would be really cool. But it was cool in this scene, seeing that fight scene and stuff, and how he got the information, finding out that Wilson Fisk set everything up, and the Albanians are not trying to kill him. They only tried to kill him the one time when he was outside of prison. I think that was kind of the first time it was him paying someone off to make it look like they were attacking him so that he could get out of prison. I think that was kind of interesting in there. So this whole thing is all his plan the whole time. I think that's quite cool there. We see Foggy. He ends up going to one of the cops meetings, and he ends up trying to figure out as to where things are going and stuff. And he's able to he gets their vote and stuff for him running as district attorney and stuff. I think that was really cool there. We see Karen. There's one cool scene. Karen, she's walking on the street and stuff. She sees a bunch of guys kind of catcalling, taunting some of the girls and stuff, where they have to go around them and stuff. And she decides to walk right up to them. And then when they try it on her, she pulls a gun on them. I think that was really badass and kind of interesting idea with that. I'm not sure where they're going with that, but it seems like it could be a very early tease of her thinking of trying to become a hero. If she thinks that Matt Murdock is no longer going to do anything, Matt's not going to do anything, and no one's taking the fight to Wilson Fisk. Foggy won't even do it. She's the only one really doing it, and Ellison is even trying to slow her down and stuff. So I could see her trying to, going out and doing her own thing, getting a vigilante name, although obviously she has no skills involved in doing that. I think it would be interesting to see as to where things could go with all that, and see how that kind of sets up for her to go somewhere. So I'll have to wait and see there. We see that Poindexter watches Fisk when he finds out that they're kind of interviewing. They're looking into the investigation as to what really happened to when when the motorcade kind of went down and went south, and why did he kill everyone type thing. They're kind of looking at Poindexter as the bad guy, and Wilson Fisk kind of covered him by saying it was all self-defense that he did and stuff. I think that was kind of going to be an interesting storyline. But like again, it's just really good. I really like this, but it just seems a bit predictable that this is where he's gonna work with Wilson Fisk, and I think that's really going to be cool to see as to where things kind of go with this situation for that character. So I think it's all in all, it's really cool to see where things going with that. Then we see Matt wakes up after when he got out of the prison, he went straight into the cab that was waiting for him, and he wakes up in the cab later on, and it's about to drive off, and it drives right off into the bridge, off the bridge into the water, and that's where we end the episode. So I can't wait to see where things go with this. How does he get out of the cab? Obviously, he's not dead. They're not going to kill him off in episode 4. More like a season final to kill him off, like they did in Defenders. So they're probably not going to kill him off here, but it would be really cool to see as to where things go and how he gets out of this car once it's underwater. So I can't wait to see where things go. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below, about season 3, episode 4, Blindsided, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.